Hello. Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I myself. Why? Okay, because I had my stream open as well. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. I've been doing some tests this morning on the different bots that you can have in the stream chat, and the idea was to have some more interactive possibilities for the people. And actually, it works in Twitch. So on Twitch, it works okay, but on YouTube, for whatever reason, it's not working. So, but it's okay. I mean, I will leave it for Twitch now, and then I will sort it out later on. I will try to find out what is the problem. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, as you remember, let me switch the scene. Hello. Hey. So as you remember, in the past few weeks, I've been working on guildhouses, and I've been working on two different concepts. So one was to have guildhouses really kind of instanced in the same physical location, but with different layers of let's say, of items and player visibility. But that has proven to be a bit too complex, and also doesn't seem to be the way Unreal Engine really likes it to do. So I changed the approach, and now my approach is a bit different. So it's more on instancing the guild house in a specific position, incremental position, based on the type and based on the ID, and then loading the items that are inside the guild house on the fly. Okay, so basically the idea is that if players are using the guild house is loaded and is de facto, geometry loaded up server side, client side. If the players are not using it, then is not loaded, right? So, which I don't know at the end how much optimization really this will bring, because at the end maybe all the guilds will be loaded all the time because players will be using them. But I mean, I think I don't want to have unused guild houses there loaded forever, right? Because we may have maybe a significant amount of guild houses. So we can have 20, 50, 100, I don't know. And I don't want to have all of them loaded at the same time. I think it would be too much of too much work for the server to handle. Now, one thing also we can think about for the items, if we want to have the items populated only client side. But I think that could be problematic as well, because we want to have collision, we want to have other players to see it. So I think at the end, I mean, whatever world space you are in, you need to load the items. I think that's pretty much the bottom line. So let's just review quickly the steps that we did. So we did all these steps, which, by the way, I think I should put at the top, but I mean, like, this wall block should be at the top and this one should be at the bottom. Should we do it? I think I can do it. I mean, just for the sake of... So basically, this wall thing, all of this, should actually be at the top. Reason being that this is what we did. So we added these new fields to the database. Yes, actually, when we create new guildhouse, can existing guildhouse of same type and find next position. This one is really not needed anymore because we included it. So this is actually our list of things to do, right? And this one is the fields that we added from here, right? So that is the thing, right? So these are the fields that we added to the database for the guildhouse, and this one is done, so I would consider it done. Then when the player actually opens, yes, exactly, when the player opens a door, this is what is going to happen, right? Which is, we should go at the bottom, and now I think that now we have it more in the right sequence. So I think I can save it like this. Okay, nice. So we did the switch. So these are all the items we worked on. We added the fields to the database. We checked the creation of the locks, the opening of the door, and all of that. And now we are in this step, right? We are working on this step, which is when the player opens the door, then what happens, right? And then there will be another one, which is when the player joins directly into a guildhouse, what happens. So these are the two kind of cases that that we are looking at. Yes. Let me just check something. If you hear the music, you don't. I mean, you hear it through me, but you don't hear it through. Why? Let me go into settings 1 second, into audio, into desktop output. Let me try now. Yes, now I think you hear it. Now I think you hear it directly. You should hear it directly through the OBS now. I think you may hear it also through me. I mean through the microphone, because I have a setup which is not really the best, but what is this? Oh, I clicked on something while. Okay. Good. So I think we can play some music while we work on this. And specifically, we can play some of this music. Let's see how it goes. I know the volume. The volume is always a bit tricky here, but it should be between like 4% and 5%, just not to be too annoying. I think it should be fine as it is. Okay, so so at this point, what I want to test is if when I spawn into the game, and I can show you something, we have the log here of the server, which I just which I used the last time, and basically in this log you can see that there is the spawning of the guild at a certain point. Now I don't remember if it's here. Well, we can launch it again and you will see it, but basically we can where are we? Now we are on another drive. We are here. We can launch the server side and the client side. By the way, at least now on Twitch, you can do exclamation mark points, and you should be able to see your points. On YouTube at the moment it's not working, so I will try to fix it. I don't know how and when, but I will try to fix it. I promise. Okay, so now we are logging in into a location which has been set up to simulate a guildhouse. So it's obviously a simulation, so it's not exactly as it should be, but it should be good enough. Should be good enough to simulate it. If the server is up. The server is up, it's streaming levels. Come on, you can do it. Maybe I should wait to launch the client until the server is up, so it speeds up a bit the... Okay, I think it did it. It just took a bit. It takes about 1 minute, 2 minutes, I mean 1 minute and a half to actually start the server. So we have to be a bit patient at the beginning. Hello, hello, I see people joining. Welcome. Okay, so we load into the game. And at the moment it is the dummy database, so as you can see, like all the items don't have icons, and I mean it is like a test database, you know. For me to test stuff. It seems to be slower than usual, I don't know why. Maybe just because the first time I loaded after some time. So here we are, right? So this door or this mesh is being scripted so that when I right click on it, it's an actual entrance, and I can actually lock, unlock the entrance. I can look at it and I can enter the guildhouse. Now, in reality, a guildhouse will not have an open door like this. It will be a closed door, and you will not see what's behind it, right? Because you're going to get teleported then into a completely different place. But that is the way it is. So I'm going to click on enter, and when I do this, in theory, I should be teleported. Exactly. I've been teleported. But then, okay, okay, the problem is that I go, maybe I have to keep a command here to slide me out. So it seems that the location where I'm teleported is not the right one, definitely. Because it seems that I'm floating into the sky and there seems to be no floor behind me, below me. So let me try to see if I slide myself up. No, well, first of all I need to see the freaking... you see where is the guildhouse? The guildhouse is actually there, so... is I mean, the place where I should have been teleported is like here. The problem is that I think that these guild houses actually are the ones that were there in the sample. Ouch, connection time down. The server crashed or something. Let me see. We have another problem, that this area is not scripted as a sector. Okay, so that I can fix. PS character load is 725, but why it crashed? PS character loader 725. Because character data get sector is actually null. And this in theory should never happen. You know, but what we can do... we can just do a simple sector ID, and we do if this one is not null, then sorry, why int? If this one is not null, then just return this. If this one is null, then we will return, I guess, -1. I guess we will return something like -1 or 0. I think would be good enough. Hello, Maui. Hey, how are you? On my side, everything is good. I'm actually in holidays. Still in holidays, incredibly enough. Coronavirus caused some additional holidays on everyone, which is good and bad. But so this is just a quick fix, you know, to avoid the server crashing when the sector is null, because actually when we are in that location, the sector is null because we didn't define anything there. No, since the Mega Man is shuffled so often. Just lower the volume a bit. Yeah, the problem of the random shuffle is the volume. Because the volumes are not really normalized. Okay, I just want to see server side if we had any issue in spawning the guild item. You see? We have the guild house spawn, so guild house spawns in X 10,000, Y whatever, and Z whatever, right? So you know what is the issue? Is that it seems that this thing is not getting spawn is not getting visible. Because actually you see the position is exactly the position of my character. Pretty much, just with a difference in the Z, because I'm like 600 meters below it. No, sorry, 6 meters below it. I'm 6 meters below it. Should we try to spawn it just where I am and maybe we should try to just spawn it where I am, because it seems it's spawned, but at the same time I don't see it. It's kind of weird. Unless we have the problem of the owning actor. Unless we have the problem of the owner. Maybe we can set the owner to me. Which, anyways, not correct, but it's okay for now. Let me try to spawn. Let me try to do this. I think it's, where is it? I think it's in user. I think I put a bookmark anyway. Drop item, no. Yeah, I think it's here. Spawn manager, current world, spawn actor. Generated class, house position, blah blah blah. Right, so that is the thing. They should be able to spawn. Right, they should be able to spawn the guild house. Now we also have the spawn parameters. Now the spawn parameters, F actor spawn parameters. I don't know if those are the ones. F spawn actor, what was it? F spawn actor parameters. Sometimes Visual Studio is so annoying. F actor spawn parameters. Yes. So these ones, I remember you can give the, no, it's not in the constructor for sure. It's not in the constructor. Yes, but there is this parameters owner, so where you are setting the owner of the spawned object, okay? And basically is then following is loading it in the same level of the owner. One issue I have is that if he's loading it in the streaming level of the main plaza level, I don't think that's a great thing. But for 1 second, let's try to set the owner to the actual player, which is doing this operation, which is actually client. Okay, so let's try to set it to client, and then let's pass these parameters to the spawn actor function and see what happens. Okay. because here, you know, the actor has been successfully created because it's been returned as valid. So it means that the actor is actually there. Now, the fact that I don't see it is a bit concerning. Because I think that I can't delete the other guild houses in that place. I think I can delete it. Because I think those guild houses are just the templates. So the one that I've seen is not the one that is spawned, but it's just the template that I placed in the editor. And do I have the guild house? Well, for sure, otherwise I would not have seen the map. So if I go under maps, main world, guild house stamp, so there is the location. There is a location where we have all the guild houses. Okay, so these are the ones that we were seeing, right, from a distance. The point is that this one is located in 0, 14,500 and 0, right? But actually our guild house, as you have seen, is created in 10,000. So it's created 100 meters to the right of that one, right? So actually it's created kind of here, which is exactly where I was teleported, but then I was falling down, right? Now the only question I have is, am I replicating this object on the client? Because, let me search spawn actor 1 second. Let me search for, no, I think it's even easier if I just look at this one. When I do the create item, because I do it already for the items on the ground, right? So this entity manager, create item. I think this one, yes, is the one that is doing the job for creating items on the ground. And obviously those items I see, so I'm just wondering if there is something that I missed, like a set replicated equal to true or something like that I need to set. Come on, Visual Studio, you can do it. So here is the create item. Create item gauge mesh name is the name it is contained. So we do the spawn actor in the same way. Actually, I think we don't give any parameter. Yeah, we don't give any owner to the object. Then we generate the actor and then we load the mesh inside of it, because in this case we are doing it a bit differently. Yeah, you see this one? So I think I need to set my object as replicated, otherwise it will not show. And then there was the collision as well that we need to check. But I would already be happy. If I see it, you know. And I think that here we are missing the replicated thing. So as soon as we have it, right? As soon as we have it, I think we should set the replicated through on the guild house. Is this only for components or what? Get is replicated. Yeah, like there is get, I hope there is a set. Set replicates. That is slightly different. Set replicates. Set replicates movement. Set replicating movement. So I think it should be this one. Set replicates the throw. Now we should see if the fact is that I'm teleporting the player instantly to that location, and so what I'm thinking is the teleport happening slightly before, you know, the fact I replicate this thing to the client, or because if that happens, you know, then I will have to add a small delay or something to ensure that the object is actually created before my player teleports to the location. Let me see if by any chance I don't think so, but if by any chance the chat bot is connected also to YouTube. I don't think so, but let me try. Definitely not. Yeah, so the chat bot is not working on YouTube at the moment. It's working on Twitch. Now I think I will be in an impossible place, but if I fall down under the world, there is a kind of a fallback check that is teleporting me back into a valid position. So if I'm falling down, I should be teleported back to the main map anyway. Okay, so we are here. By the way, I need to fix this camera thing because I cannot look. At the moment I cannot look up or down, and it's pretty annoying. I have to go and fix it somewhere. So if I enter this, what? What happened? Why I was not teleported? What the hell? Why? I clicked on enter. And he's now teleporting me here. That is weird. That is very weird. Found one matches for action location. Set target item 97, which is the right instance. Request entrant message 19, which is correct. Then why That's very strange. I mean, we can debug it, but it should go through the same code. Or give one of these errors. It seems that it's not getting the right guildhouse position. Maybe I should give a message here, by the way, because here is bailing out and it's not giving us any. It should never happen in theory, but we can say guildhouse spawn position not found. Okay, and the guildhouse we are trying to get is the instance ID. Instance ID, I think, is an instance object, which then at the end is an integer, by the way. So I think we can do this. I mean, changing the owner, just changing the owner did that. I'm very surprised. Let's try to do this and see, but I will debug it anyway, because it's something weird is going on. It's teleporting me there, like if it's in the same location or something. I mean, it should not do it. Let's launch it in debug and see what happens. Let's see. You can use points, Maui, but you have to use it in Twitch. At the moment on YouTube it's not working. But if you want, I can show you on Twitch. If I go on Twitch, plane shift, and I say top, for example, is showing the points of the people that are connected. I don't know if you can see it in the chat. Yeah, I think you can, because it's giving points based on the time that you watch, but it's not working on YouTube. I don't know why. And I don't know who is another TV viewer, by the way. If he's a bot or something. Who is another TV viewer? Is it a real person, or is it another TV viewer? So I started streaming yesterday, and there is okay. So this guy has the same question. I think it's a bot. It's a bot. We all have it. Okay. It's a bot. Twitch inside bots. This another TV viewer is a bot. I don't think we can do much about him. I mean, we can remove him from the list. Same for the Streamlabs and the Streambots and myself. Okay, anyway. Yeah, but if you do top, you will see the full list. I just need to tweak it a bit, but it's giving you points based on how much you are watching the channel. And then we may give some prizes of some, you know, we can have something done that you can use your points for a specific event, you know, I don't know, for we can decide how to use the points. I still have to think about it, but again, I'm focusing more on developing the game than doing all those things. But it's something that I enable just for fun, just to see how it would work in. So if I do this, I should enter here, yes, exactly. And my guild info should be this, and my object should be this, and my spawn should be this. And okay, now it said guildhouse spawn, so why did it now? Obviously, now that it's in debug, it did it. I don't know what it's doing. I think I fell down again, and I think I fell down again. Probably I fell down again. So the item is not there, I guess. But it's definitely spawning it. It's definitely it's definitely spawning it, because on the server side we see no? Ah, sorry. It's not this log. It's this log. Okay. When I launch it in debug, it's another log. Yeah. But we see guildhouse spawned. So in theory, it should be here. I mean, in theory, it should have been spawned here. I mean, I can teleport to this. If I do teleport me map Igla Plaza, and then I put in those coordinates, which are 10,000, 10,000 minus 14,500 and 0. I need to use NPC room, I think. 10,000 minus 14,500 and 0. This time it's there though, eh? Slide, too quick. It's there, it's just not colliding maybe. But it was actually there, eh? So let me go 300 above. I mean, it's too quick, I cannot, I'm just flowing through it. Let me try this, and then let me try this. He has no collision. No, he has collision. What the I cannot look down, I'm sorry, because I didn't do something I should have done. So the thing is here, have been spawned, as you can see, have been spawned. I think we have a collision problem, in the sense that this thing is just I think we just have a collision issue. Show collision. Yeah. The collision on this thing is not set. You see, it's colliding. He has a full box colliding here. So okay, that's okay. But at least he was spawned in the right place, which is very nice. Which is what we wanted. Which is exactly what we wanted. So yeah, we have a problem with the collisions, but that we can fix pretty quickly. Yeah, it was a slight issue. I mean, I couldn't see it because actually I was spawned inside, but at the moment the collision is a full block. and so I was pushed down. I mean, I was pushed like out of it on the bottom side, right? And what we need to do? What we need to do is to go under blueprint, guildhouses, get this thing, which is actually one piece at the moment, and check the collision for this mesh. I think the collision at the moment, yeah, is a huge box, and so we should use a setting here, which is use a simple collision as complex. No, sorry, use complex as simple. Yes, use complex collision as simple collision. Okay, this one, which is basically using the full geometry. Using the full geometry. What is this music? Is Dark Souls again? Yes, Dark Souls 3. This one is very nice. Let me put it in the title. There are a lot of files which do not have the album name. So there is only the song name, and the result is that you don't see it. But if I add it manually, I have to add it manually, so it's a bit of a... But once I add it once, then it's set forever, because it's stored into the MP3. And this one, by the way, is a nice song, because some of the Dark Souls are really very fast, like when you are fighting a boss, and so when you get one of those songs, it's getting like annoying. Okay, I did about 10. Next time we hit one without, we will there is the server running. Okay, so now we should have the right collision. The only point is that I think I didn't see it the first time, but let's see. Also, for some reason, I was not teleported into the guild house when I was running it. Is it still having some freaking hot reload files? No. Also, this one seems to have been generated today. But it was pretty weird that I didn't get teleported to the guild house the first time. Okay, let's still run it in debug mode, which anyway is the safest at the moment. So yeah, I need to remove from the okay, server is running. I think we should be ready to start the client. So what I want to see that I get properly teleported inside a guild house. That's the only thing I want to see. So that's step one, you know. That's kind of step one. Then I want to see. Then I want to be able to drop an item into the guild house, right? And I want to see that that item is getting loaded only when I enter the guild house. That would be the next step. crash. Something very bad happened. We have a crash in weather system. It happened to me already. Can we fix it or because the sector okay. Okay, so I think if the sector is empty, if the sector is empty, the problem is that it's crashing here already. The sector is empty. Let me just see if send client time is. I think I can exclude all of this piece of code if the sector is empty for whatever reason. Yeah, I think it's okay. Because this crash happened already a few times, and let's do this. Let's do if sector, and yeah, I would say the whole thing. So if sector, we do weather. If not, we don't do weather. Okay. This thing can delete now. The old client was sending info to all sectors. I really client with all the sectors. I think it's something old. I don't want to do anymore. So I think it's okay the way I did it now. Eye of the Beholder. Eye of the Beholder, bro. You were not born when this game came out. You were not born. I was, but you were not. So this way we prevent the sector crash, okay? And then we send the game time anyway. Okay, so let me recompile and start it. Unfortunately, we have to close our client. So what is good, we fixed also this weather bug, because it was introduced when I added weather, and so basically when the player is in an invalid sector, it gets that crash. Okay. By the way, where is Jalul? Jalul should have been back. He told me he was back like on the 20 or so. He completely disappeared, this guy. It's a pity because he was doing good work. I mean, he was helping me a lot. But he completely disappeared. And this project is pretty much like this, you know. So you get people to help, and then after some time, they just disappear into the internet. It's just the way it is. Because they get, you know, other stuff to do, or they, I don't know. They get busy with real life, or so. Oh wow, what is going on here? We have another crash. Holy moly. We have another crash in factions this time. I mean, why only now? No idea. we have a crash in factions when we are loading the faction standings for this particular guy. And okay, let's see, what is this crash? This crash is checking for character data, get factions, get standing, and I guess our function standing is empty. Character data, get factions, I think we just return. Why only now? That's pretty funny. Why only now? Why we are getting? Yeah, it's just returning. Yeah, it is null. Okay, so that's the problem. Okay. So this character does not have any faction set on him. Is that true or not? This character, which is named Melare, and his ID is 154. His ID is 154. Let me check under factions. No, it's not factions, it's character factions. This one. Character ID equal to 154. Yes, correct. He has no factions. Yeah, but why only now? I don't know. Maybe because we opened, by mistake, we opened the faction window or something? It could be. It could be. Hello, Toraro. Hey, welcome. We have a new point system in Twitch. So if you watch on Twitch, and I will try to move it to YouTube as well, but hello Jay. We have a new point system in Twitch. So if you do exclamation mark points, you will see how many points you have. At the moment it will be 0 actually. Because you just connected. Oh, you have 1 point. That's pretty good. 1 point. You get 10 points every 10 minutes, I think, if I remember right. And then if you do exclamation mark top, you can see the people with most points in the channel. And then we will decide what to do with the points, because maybe we will do something with the points. Eh? The problem is that at the moment it's giving points to me as well. And there is no conversion in US dollar now. You would like to, huh? But no, at the moment there is not. Maybe there will be in the future. So I suggest you to collect your points, but maybe there will be in the future. But at the moment, no. I want to enable it also on YouTube, but for some reason it's not working. So if you do exclamation mark top, you see you get the top people. The only problem is that some of these are bots, and so I should remove them. Another TV viewer is a bot. Streamlabs is a bot. Streambot is a bot. PlanShift is me. The other one should be fine, but I'm not fully sure. I'm not fully sure, but like LURXX, like Lurks, it may be a bot as well, but I'm not sure. Okay, so first thing we need to see if this player has factions, because if this player has no factions, there is no point in sending anything. So we will do if Character data get faction, then you can do this wall thing. Otherwise, don't bother doing any of that. Right? I think we can still send the data, because anyway we are sending kind of an empty array. So we also send the standing, but the standing is a standing to a faction, right? So if he has no faction, he has no standing. Are we sending the factions, only the factions that he knows, right? So that was the idea, right? We are sending to him only the factions for which he has some points. Okay, this should fix the other problem. I mean, it's very funny that we are testing something else and we are finding crashes, but it's good. It's all crashes we need to fix. So, it's good that we found it and that we fixed it. Wow, this is super epic. It's still Dark Souls 3. There are some very good songs in Dark Souls, and others that are just super annoying. Because they are so epic that they start to be annoying, you know. They're like la la la, like an opera singer, but it continues. I mean, like she's never taking a breath or something. She's never pausing, you know. So this way we need to select some of these songs. And the ones that are annoying, I'm going to remove them from the list. You should go and get your day started. Okay, I gotta get ready for Laura make landfall in my backyard. Okay, Laura, I guess is your daughter. And you're going to make landfall somehow. I mean, landfall of snow or something? I mean, are you in? Landfall of what? Okay, hurricane, Laura. Okay. Okay, I was assuming it was your daughter for some reason. Laura is a very nice name, by the way. I like it. So they restarted making female names of hurricanes. I was a real fan of females' names of hurricanes, but then some girl came up and realized that they were only female names, and she said it was not politically correct, and so they started to give male names to hurricanes. She's a bit funny, but I think it was perfect with girls. Uh-oh. 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 We had some debugs in Mantle. Nice, we didn't crash. She's perfect. Oh my god, what happened? Holy shit, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there, I have no idea. Okay, so why I have no inventory? Why this game is alive? Why every time every time I load, something different happens? What the fuck? Why I have no inventory? That is so weird. So I skipped the sending of factions. And now I have no inventory. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, anyway, we'll get to that. There is some bug there as well, I guess. So, so let's try to do this. Enter locked. We go through this. And we get teleported here. So this is interesting. Why we get teleported here? Why we get teleported? No, why? Guild info? Empty? Guildhouse loaded? Is assuming that the guildhouse has been loaded already. Okay. Yeah, this check is fishy. I mean, it's not correct. Because this check this check should actually be split in two. Yes. Yes. So there is a mistake here. There is a mistake here. So if the guildhouse is available, then we need to check if the guildhouse is not loaded, but we have to check it separately because there is some stuff we need to do in case is loaded. So oh, actually this piece I think should stay as it is. The only difference will be from here down. When I'm trying to generate, yeah, so from here down. So it is basically this comment should go here, and this is if there is a guildhouse. If we should teleport to guildhouse. Okay. So that is the thing. Then we do all this, and here if the guildhouse is not loaded, then create an instance, load the items. Okay, so this part, yes, all of this, yes, all of this is to be done in case the guildhouse is not loaded. If it's loaded already, then I will have my the problem is that I don't have this because there is the one that has been spied. I don't save this is a problem. We need to save also the guildhouse object, or a pointer to the object, because I don't want to search it later on. So I think that inside guild info we need to set right? We need to have a pointer to an actor. I think it should be just an actor at the moment, which is house actor, right? So this information is information that does not go to the database. Okay. It is information that doesn't go to the database, so it is a pointer to the actual actor loaded. Will be valid only if guildhouse. No, let's say like this. Let's say like this. Valid only if guildhouse is already loaded. Points to guild actor. Okay, something like that. And these parameters are not stored in the database, so they are used only at runtimes. Okay, so these two last parameters are stored only at runtime. So what we need to do, we need to set this value when we spawn it, right? When we do repopulate guildhouse item, blah blah blah, set replicated, blah blah blah. So I think here something like, I think here we can do guildhouse. No. We can do guild info house actor equal to guildhouse. Okay, so we will more easily find this. So in the case it's already loaded, so determine the player location. Can I move this guildhouse outside? I think would be much better. Can I do? Wait. Let me put it maybe above here so it's more clear. Okay, so this will be the guildhouse. Now, here we will just assign. So if we go through this, we will assign it to that. It will be null pointed otherwise, and here I assign it, and here you should have an else, right? So in case is not, in case is loaded already. In case is loaded already, then we take our guild info guildhouse, right? No, what we called it? We called it house actor. Okay, so this way, if it's not loaded, we loaded it and we set. If it's already loaded, we just reuse this. Really? Is private? Is private to guild info, huh? We decided it was a very secure thing. And so we wanted to, is protected. Come on, protected. I'll make those suit public. Fuck it. It's only me accessing it anyways. So it's fine. So it's fine, no worries. Hey man, the server went down, so bye bye. Okay, so this way we are setting it properly. Now, I'm completely clueless of why we didn't get an inventory, but is the faction connected to the guild? No, they don't. No, there is no relation. It's just that we got Yeah, we got a crash in factions, and I just fixed it, but there is no relations at the moment between the two. This piece of music was so similar to something else. There were like 10 notes, they were exactly the same as another song. I don't know which one now, but he's compiling. So what do we want to do with the points? We have to think about it, huh? Boom. Okay, so server is up. Let's see if we get zero inventory again. I mean, that zero inventory was so weird. Maybe in the blueprint when I request, maybe there is a mistake in the blueprint that if I get a zero factions array, then I don't know, it's so strange. It's so strange I got an empty inventory. Also because we need it now, because we need to, I mean, the next step would be dropping items in the guild and seeing if they stay. Now I have the inventory again. Wow. Is the inventory sending not reliable maybe? Maybe I forgot to click on reliable and so that message was not sent. Yeah, maybe that's one possibility, because it's very strange. It's very strange. Anyway. So, so we click here, right? We go through it. Boom, and we crashed immediately. What the hell? No, this is not good, huh? This is not good. So loaded should be why loaded is true? Come on, boys. Is getting a random value because it's not initialized, maybe? could be the reason, huh? I mean, the guildhouse is not loaded for sure. It's the first time I enter into it, so there is no chance. There is no chance that the guildhouse is loaded already, because I'm loading it exactly at that time. So maybe there is a constructor somewhere. Maybe there is a constructor somewhere, huh? So PS Guild info. PS Guild info. Yeah, it's setting everything, but it's not setting that one. I don't like this empty constructor anyway, with nothing set. I mean, I should anyway set everything here, but for sure one thing I need to set is the... Yeah, okay, man, I know you crashed. I know. Don't worry. You told me already. It's okay. One thing that I need for sure to do... I mean, I would like to set all of this, by the way. All of this. Why I'm not setting all of this here as well? Why? Okay, name I cannot set, but I can set to empty. And then I absolutely want to set my... what was it? House actor? No, house loaded. Is house loaded? For sure I want to set that as well, otherwise... Because for some reason it's getting a true value and it's not possible. House loaded should be false, and house actor should be null pointed. I hope he allows me to do it, but I should, right? Should be no reason why not. Should be no reason why not. Did you do your summer holidays already, or you still have to do them? Because some people go in summer holidays like at the end of August or September. Other people go in the middle of August, like now. So like Italy, most of Italy is in holidays now. I mean, the last week and this week are usually holidays for Italian people. If you think there is a song which is too annoying, like too powerful or too something, let me know and I will evaluate it and remove it from the list. Like this one, I don't know, it starts to be annoying to me. When they are screaming so much, and they're like, wah, 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 wah. Too much. Because actually here we need to be focused. We need to be focused. Okay, let me check. Let's launch the client. No, I wanted to check one thing on my dashboard here. Cloudbot, yeah, Streamlabs at the moment is winning in terms of points. And another viewer is winning as well. And Streambots is winning as well. These are all bots. And myself as well. Okay, I'm deleting all the things. I deleted all the bots from the list. I have the inventory, guys. That's good. I don't know why it happened that there was no inventory. It was so weird. It never happened to me. Never happened to me. Okay, let's try again to jump into this. And the house should not be loaded, okay? Should not be loaded, exactly. So he's loading it now. Oh! 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 We landed in the right spot, boys! Okay, that's very good. I mean, it's very good. It's one step, okay? It's one step. Small step for a man, big step for humanity, you know? So it's... I think it's good, eh? It's colliding properly. Okay, so we are now... Now, the reality is that we should not appear there, but we should appear... Oh yeah, this stair is so annoying. Hello? I'm stuck. I cannot go through. I cannot go through. Why? I'm too tall. I'm too tall. Holy shit, that thing is really small. Should increase it. But anyway, the point is that in reality, the place where I should arrive is here. Right, so this is the real place where I should be teleported. Now I still feel that these corridors are too small. No? It feels like super small. Anyway, you can make it a bit larger. I think it's not a big issue. So we want to arrive here, right? We want to arrive here. You're going at the end of September. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's very different timing. Okay, so this thing works. I mean, it starts to work, eh? It starts to work. Now the next step is this one is not correct. Determine the player location. No, in theory it should, but why it didn't work? Let me see if he detected this, okay? We should have it in the server log. Let me see if there is this thing. No, there is not. So, in theory, the player location should be fine. I think this thing is not working. This get player location, get relative something is not working. Let me try Because now what we want to do, okay, now we teleported properly. Holy moly, the music. Now what we want to do, we want to teleport at the entrance. Yeah, like for example this song, I think we can... This song is too much, you know? What the hell is going on this song? No? Yes or no? I don't know. It becomes quiet after, but the beginning is so much. No, it's super annoying. I will remove it. It's called Dark Souls 2 Departure. Dark Souls 2 Departure. I will rename it to Deleted. Deleted. So now you will not be picked up again. Yeah, but I need to skip to the next song otherwise. Okay, we removed that one. What the? Why I'm here now? Oh my god, this is so weird. It's impossible that I'm here. Because this should not be loaded at startup. I don't know, sometimes I'm really amazed by my code. What the fuck? How is this one here now? I didn't restart the server. That's why, sorry. I didn't restart the server. The server is still running, it's the same server, so yes, it loaded. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense, boys. Let's just fall down, and falling down will teleport me to the main city. And then we will just go there again. Is this thing running too fast? I think it's running too fast. Okay, so let's try to do it again. Now this time we're in debug mode. I want to see if the arrow is actually red or not. Right? So I want to see if this thing here, arrow component player start, actually if he has any value. Yes, actually he has a value. He has a value, but house position is 100 blah blah blah. And with this one is Z90. Z90. So he moved 90 centimeters above. Ah! I remember! I know why! I know! Because the arrow is actually there. The arrow is actually there. We did the test to have the arrow in a very simple position just because we wanted, you know, the case to work. The arrow is actually exactly there, 90 centimeters above the ground. Yes, boys. Another screaming. Okay, so if you look here, I will show you. Also this one. So this song is a bit annoying. So if you look at this, look at where is our arrow, is here. So that's why we are spawning here, because actually it's following the arrow properly. So we are spawning where the arrow is, which is absolutely great. So let's move the arrow to the location where we want the player to spawn. So it seems it's working okay anyway, which I'm happy about. So we move it. We move it like here. I don't know if we need to stay on the ground or we need to stay floating above the ground. I have no idea. And also I don't know if the rotation, at the moment the rotation doesn't make any difference. But I think we need then to decide also the rotation. Another one of those songs, huh? Why they are screening so much? Why the hell they are screening so much? So this one is called 213. Okay, this one we kill it as well, huh? This song we kill it. So annoying. I killed it. It will never be here again. Okay, so we put the arrow there. Now I think we will spawn there, which is very nice. Assuming that we will spawn there, what we want to do next? We want to drop an item. Okay. While I have the editor open, maybe let's check just if the inventory has any the receive inventory. What is the receive inventory? Well, it should be in player controller, but let me just check if I forgot for whatever reason. Receive inventory on client. Let me see if any of those I forgot they're reliable, because it's weird, you know. So this one is run on server reliable. This one is this, no, event receive receive inventory PC. That is not replicated. That is reliable and running on client. Okay, so all of that should be fine. I don't know why sometimes we don't get the inventories. I think it must be one of these without a proper reliable. There is no other reason. Okay, this one is I think it's a blueprint implementable event. So, but anyway, do we want to debug it? I don't think we want to debug it. Let's launch it normally. I think now it's fine. It should go where the arrow is. Now it will not be rotated properly because with the rotation we have to fix, but it's okay. At the moment, if we go there, it's already good enough. Then I think we will have, you know, one pass with like refinements and things like that. And by the way, refinements can be done also by someone else. So if someone wants to help and just want to do those small refinements, I think he finds, you know, the system in place, and he can just do small changes as, you know, small adjustments. Okay. Okay, so now we are loaded back here. My inventory is there, by the way, which is refreshing to see. I click on this and boom, there it is. Okay, great. So the arrow positioning actually works. So we are sent to the right place, right? We are sent to the right place. Now the rotation is not right, but the rotation we don't care at the moment. Okay, so now I should scale this up a bit, huh? Now, the nice part, what I wanted to do. So slash position, it should tell me that I am inside sector is null. Yeah, sector is null, but it's okay that it's null, because at the moment this area is not really. Yeah, I think I should probably put it into the sectors. I should put it into the sectors, but okay, at the moment the sector is null. I don't know if this is going to be a problem. It may be a problem. The fact is, how do we know in which sector we are? Well, I think we can do this. I think we can have the sector stable, which maybe I have open already. No. We can have the sector stable with the guildhouses, and then doing like the wall horizontal thing. So they are positioned horizontally, so they will be generated. So we can take the wall space and yeah. So let's try. Sorry, just 1 second. Okay, so I was saying that we can add maybe a new value here, right? We can add a new row, and we can put it to. How do I add a new value? I think it's down here. Yes, add a new row. No, I don't want to add it there. I want to add it. Cancel. I want to add it down here. Okay. So we will. I think that for now we'll just call it guildhouses, okay? And it will be just a very generic, with no rain, no snow, no fog, and no. Okay, so the rain gap will be 15,000. So let's copy just all these values exactly as they are. I don't know. I mean, we will not use them, but we can even say 0 at the moment. For the guildhouses, I think it would be just 0. So let's keep 0 everywhere. All these values are not required. Let's keep them all at 0 for now. Wow, so many. We can also leave them as null, but I think if I leave them as null, we may get crashes or something. So can I just duplicate a row? Maybe it's easier. Let me see if I do Copy paste maybe is easier. What is that? Pens copy row numbers. No, I want to copy. What does it mean, copy row numbers? No, it was not what I wanted to do. I don't understand what it's doing. Copy headers, copy cell values, quote cell values. He's doing something super weird. Let's do this. Let's copy a sequel. Let's copy a sequel, and then we will do an insert, and it will just be called guildhouses. I think this way I will just create a new line in here. Okay, perfect. I will just call it 8. I don't know why 84, probably is the incremental. So guildhouse. Okay, so now we have all the values the same. Now what we want to change are the sector coordinates. Now, how to set it properly? So we said that we were in, let me see, so 10,000, so we start from 10,000, x 10,000. I think here we can have a 0 maybe, because we can have all the ones, and then here we have minus 14,005. So I think I can get from 0. I think I can do from 0 to minus 20,000 or something like that. So this would be 200 meters. So I think it's good enough. 200 meters, no, sorry. This will be 200 meters, yes. But 200 meters is not much. Let's do 900 meters. Let's try a minus 900. I mean 900 meters, and then up to I don't remember if it's positive or negative. We have the editor open. No, let me go forward a second and see where we land. So the negative are going up. So okay, so it's negative that way. It's negative on the y that way, and it's minus. So I can do minus 900, and then I will do, instead of 0, come on, instead of 0 I will do 900 positive, which is this way, and then plus 900 down. Okay, so this is basically a square. It is basically a square that starts from it is basically, I mean, it should be, now I'm not 100% sure, but because coordinates are always a bit fishy, but yeah, disregard this thing. Basically, it is a square that goes from here to here, so it should be should be a square pretty much like this, okay? I mean, now this is not a square, but you get the idea. So this should be the boundaries, and our guild houses should be here, okay? So we should make everything a sector. Okay, let's see. So let's save this. And then the next time we load the server, it should say sector guild houses. So at least we have that, you know, in a safe position. I think we can test it immediately, because I would like the sector to be valid. Otherwise, stuff may go a bit crazy when dropping items, and because items are anyway checking the positions, and I want to be sure that we are not messing up with that. Okay. So now the server restarted, and the guild house is not loaded because we didn't do yet the check that when we log in we need to load a specific guild house. So now the player will fall from the sky for sure. He's falling down, and he will then be teleported to the main city. But this is just because we did not do the check of, you know, guild houses loaded at startup, right? But we will do it. But I like this system anyway. It's something that allows me to learn a bit how this thing works. I mean, it doesn't mean it's the final system we want to use, but so again I have no inventory. Holy shit, you see? Inventory is empty. There's something weird going on there, but okay, let me see if now /pause. Okay, we are in sector guild houses, so the thing actually worked well. Now the problem is that with no inventory, I cannot drop anything to the ground. With no inventory, I cannot drop anything to the ground. I can spawn it, but I don't know if this will make a mess of my inventory. Okay, let me try /item, and we will get a small battle axe. It's not called like that. Or we will get a small battle axe should be there, no? I mean any item. It's called a small battle axe in okay. I typed it with no space. Small battle axe. It's actually placing it in the first slot. Like if my inventory is really empty, I'm super scared of this. I'm super scared of this. It's like if it didn't load. It's like if it didn't load the inventory also on the server side. That is very strange. This is super strange. So it's not a visual bug, you know? Because the server sent me, now for sure, the server sent me the full inventory. By the way, this logging GM command is broken. Let me search for it and fix it. I need to change it to an app string, I think. I will try to change it to an F. Also, the after escape is broken. No, only the before escape is broken. Okay, so, but anyway, apart from that, I'm super scared about this thing. Because now, if I drop this item, it will remove it from my inventory. I don't know what will happen server side, but let's try to drop it anyway. Okay, he actually dropped it. He actually dropped it. So, we managed to drop one item into the guild house. Now this item should be in instance 97, and unfortunately is not, or maybe the info command is not updated. Let me check in the database. We should have a small battle axe in sector 97 under item instances, which by the way I already opened here. So if I search lock sector ID equal to 97 and item stats ID equal to 2 and item standard whatever equal to 2. Fuck, we don't have it, huh? We don't have it, so it's really in 0, huh? But no, because char ID guardian should be, wait a second. Char ID guardian should be 154, and item standard ID should be equal to 2. Okay, is this one? Yeah, 97. Why? I said sector and not instance. I said I mistyped. Yeah, I think I said lock sector ID instead of lock instance ID, whatever. But yes, is here. So I think it's only the info command which is wrong. So the info, I think it's this command which is returning a wrong value. Is returning instance 0. I think we can fix it anyway. If we go to /info, I think we can search it and fix it. /info it's not this one. Is this one? Yes. Instance, default instance. There it is. So this one, yeah, you see that you fixed me because I commented it out when we did not have instances yet. So get target object, get data item. No, get because get target object is an actor. Okay, so we need to get so how do I get the sector, by the way? All of this is fucked up. So also the sector we get now, I guess. Yes, also the sector we get now. All of this has to be fixed because it's old code and it's not good. All of this has to be fixed. So let me see where I do it. Well, for sure I do it under pause, but I think that under pause I have only an actor. I have only an actor. Here it is. Exactly this code. Exactly this. Yeah, it's a bit of a big copy paste, but it's what we need to do. So sector info sector. So here is the same. So we can delete it. I like the 0. I think instance is already instance, huh? Yes. Okay, I think that is good. So now we are getting also the proper information from /info. We're getting the proper information also from /info. Hello, Ruby Gaming. Hey. Hello, welcome. Nice to see you. So I think we can. So the item at the moment anyway is set in the proper place. Okay. So the item is actually inside a guild house. Now what do we need to do? We need to check. Let's note down the number of these items, so it will be a bit easier. So ID 2560, right? ID 2560. So this is our item, right? And our item at the moment is there. Now this item, being in instance 97, will not be loaded at startup. Will not be loaded startup. So I think I can quit. Let's quit. Let's recompile our changes. It will take a bit, but so now what I'm expecting is that at load time the item is not loaded. So the guild house is not there and the item is not there, right? Then when we try to open the guild house get instantiated automatically and the object is getting loaded. Yeah, this comment is fine. Okay, so I think it's loaded up. So what we should see, we should see on the server side, we should see on the server side the repopulation of the items when I open the guild house. And this is, I think we have a log for it. I think we have a log. Yes, because it's here. We should see something like repopulating items for guild, and then we should see at the end spawned X number of items for guild house. And this should actually be one, you know, it should be spawned one item, because this is the only item that we dropped on the ground. Right? Which I think is good. Now we will fall down and we will get teleported back to the main city, because we didn't fix the case where we are loading inside a guild house, and that's fine. So we are here. Holy shit. That's the ragdoll not working. That's the ragdoll not working. Okay, we go here. We go here and we enter. Right? Okay, we are here. We go down. Yes. And our axe is there. And our axe is there, waiting for us. Our axe is there waiting for us. It is very nice. It is very nice because it means that that part of the code is working okay. Pretty happy about that. Okay, this is good. This is actually good. Let me see if in the log we got the repopulate thing, but I think we did, because otherwise we would not see it. So I started with the, no, I started in normal, yeah? Spawn 3, yes, it says 3 items actually, because there are 2 items, that I have dropped during the tests, and they went into the Guildhouse 97, but actually they are not there. That's pretty good, it works. I'm pretty happy about that. It works, boys. Now, I don't know if it will work. Let me check the slash info that we fixed. So if I click here and I do slash info, it's saying in sector guild houses position, but it's not telling me the instance. No, instance 0. Why instance 0? No, instance 0 is not correct. Instance 0 is not instance 0. The object, maybe on loading is not loading this. Is not loading the. Let me try to pick it up. Let me try to pick it up and drop it again. And the test database, I don't have the icons. So let me do a /info now. No, it says instance 0. I think I missed something in the code. I think there was another place there where I forgot to fix it. Target object, blah 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 blah. Actually, it is getting the instance. So we get a target object. We check if it is a PS item actor, which is okay. We then get the sector and we get the instance. So it seems that this cast is not working, huh? Because we get the instance 0, meaning that we get this default value. I'm just wondering why, because it should not do this. Ah, I know why. It's a scope problem. It's a scope problem. Because actually we have a variable instance here, and then I was redeclaring another variable instance inside, and then outside was getting, yeah, so I think now it should be okay. It will say 97 anyway, it will say 97. I think it's just the printout. It's just the printout that is wrong, but the actual, I'm sorry, the actual, yeah, the actual thing is working. Okay, good. Now, what do we want to test? What do we want to test after this? So let's go back to our roadmap. And so when the players open the door, then we do this check now. We teleport the player if the guildhouse is already loaded. Ah, this one maybe we should check though, huh? Because if the guildhouse is already loaded, it should not create another one, right? It should just, so let me slide me down 100, so we just fall and we get teleported into the main city. That's the quickest way to get teleported, the fastest way to get teleported. And we go here. And we go here. So now if we enter again, in the guildhouse, if we enter again in the guildhouse, in my log, instead of seeing the, yes, instead of seeing this, so guildhouse spawned in should never happen again, right? Should not happen again. So we should have always only one of those, okay? So let's see if I enter again, if it lets me freaking click on it. Okay, I'm here. Let's check the log. So guildhouse spawned in, fuck, we have two. We have two. We loaded two guildhouses, one on top of each other. So I think I missed the, there are actually two, we cannot see it, but there are actually two, one on top of each other. And I guess there are also two items, by the way. Unfortunately. So we actually duplicated items now, or not. I don't know if the item get actually duplicated for real, because actually in the database there is only one, but anyway, it is a mess because now we have two guildhouses, one on top of each other. Now, why it did it? I think it did it because I did not set guildhouse loaded equal to true. I think I just forgot to set the guildhouse loaded to 2. Exactly. We are never setting the guildhouse loaded, so that's why. So this should be house loaded equal to true. Okay. So it is basically saying to the server that our guildhouse has been loaded already once and should not be loaded again. So that's the thing. I still find this guildhouse very small. I don't know, like the scale is not okay. Pom pom pom. Diablo music, huh? Okay, so do we want to do other tests or not? Well, I want to test this double thing. I want to test both paths. So this path, this path and this path, right? I mean both these arrows, just to be sure that they are really green, right? These two. This one we said yes, but actually it's improper to say yes. There's a small hole here. Okay, so let's test the second one, and then we will go with this one, because we also want to be sure that when the player joins the game and is already in a guildhouse, then the guildhouse get loaded and he can see the guildhouse item properly, right? Something that at the moment is not happening. Now consider that now I'm running on my own machine, so the server and the client are actually exactly in the same place, I mean in the same server, and this is obviously making things a bit easier in terms of speed and everything. We should then test it maybe on the real server and see if this loading on the fly is messing up anything, but I don't think it will. Okay, so we load once, right, and we are inside the guildhouse. We load once, and so in our server log we should see guildhouse spawned in blah blah blah, okay, and actually we see it. Then we will just slide ourselves, we will just teleport back to the city, and we will open the door again. and we will open the door again. Okay. So we open it again. So now I'm teleported here, but I'm expecting that guildhouse spawned in. Exactly. Has not been typed again. Okay. So there is only one instance of this. Also, the spawn 3 items for guildhouse, you see, has not been repeated. So this is the only instance of that, and there is no repeat here. This is after I fell out of the world, so it should be in here. In fact, it's not. Okay, so I think it's working fine. Now we need to think if we want to have the guildhouse unloaded. When after some time, that would be cool. Let me see if the item is fixed. Let me see if the item thing is fixed. So if I do /info on this, fuck, it's still saying instance 0? No, it's impossible. I didn't compile it then. How can it still say instance 0? Boys? It's not possible. Anyway, in the database is okay, but how can it say instance 0? When is the last time I compiled it? The last time I compiled it was 6:43, so 5 minutes ago. Yeah, sounds like it's been compiled already. So why? Okay. I think we need to debug then the /info because something weird is going on. I think we need to debug the /info. I don't know what is going on, but it's not correct. Okay, let me just launch it in debug mode and see. I mean, let me check if visually there is any mistake. So we do instance, default instance. Then we say if the item is a PS item actor, which obviously must be, so there is no other reason. I mean, it's impossible, it's not. We get the right sector, we get the right. By the way, the sector we get it properly. Then, if he's a character, do this, but it obviously is not a character. Then we go down here and we just print out the instance value. So I don't understand. How can it be 0? How can it be 0? I don't know, it's a mystery. Let's launch it in debug mode and see. It's a total mystery how that can be 0. A total mystery, my friends. Everyone's on YouTube at the moment, eh? None of you is on Twitch. Why? See a lot of people on YouTube and no people on Twitch. Yeah, exactly. There's only one on Twitch, which is me. No, which is someone, but okay, but it's fine. You can watch on YouTube. It's no problem. I multi-stream exactly for that reason, so it's perfectly fine. You can stay on YouTube. I'm just surprised, you know, that we are not getting viewers on Twitch. Okay, we launch the client. If you ask me how much time is spent in loading stuff, a lot. This is why whenever you have something to test or something to build, if you can build it in a sample project first and then migrate it, is so much better. Because when you start to have, all the functionality of an MMO, it starts to be so big. Yeah, there's the login screen, the character selection, then I don't know, there's the time of the day, then it's night, you want it to be day. So, there are so many variables that it takes forever to test something. Maybe you want just to test, like this thing. Fuck it. Okay, I think that will go up forever. I'm not able to recover. Boys, I'm going into space. I'm going into space. I'm going into space. This will never stop. What? I have the ragdoll. I have the ragdoll fucked up, and when he's trying to ragdoll, it's basically pushing my character into the sky. But usually when I press jump after that, he stops. But as you can see, he's not stopping. So we are now after the end of the world, and we are now into space, flying up forever. And the music is perfect in this case, and it will never stop. I need to quit. There's no other way for me. I have to fix the ragdoll and the jump. There are some problems with jump and ragdoll, but I spent so much time on character movement that I don't want to, I don't want to spend more time now. I'm kind of fed up of the character movement. I did like 5 or 6 days doing only that, and it was not working for so much time, and I just didn't we fix the sector thingy, because now it's crashing because my character is in space. Why is crashing because my character is in space? I have a save check here, which is if sector and blah blah blah. So why you fail? No, I think there is another problem. There is an interesting one. So what happened? What happened is that my character disconnected, which is a bit of a special case. But my character disconnected exactly at the time when the server wanted to send him a weather update, and he didn't find the player anymore, and the trigger failed with a null pointer on the plane. That's a problem, huh? We will have to look at it later on, but it is not something that should happen. This song is super annoying. Should we skip this song? These 4 kings. It's called 4 kings. And it's not very long, it's 2 minutes and something, but actually finished. Okay, we restarted the server and we will restart the client. Hopefully we'll not fly into orbit anymore. I think the icing effect, I think, is the fog. But yes, but it was like proper, you know, the fact that it was getting whiter and whiter and whiter. Or is the fog, or is the fact that it's just closer to the light, because there is a light at the top. Now we are in space. Now we are in space and falling down. I don't know why it looks so icy. I think it's due to the light and the fact that we are not inside of the post-processing volumes. I think the only way for us, I mean, this looks like a space simulator now, but the only way for us to go back to Earth is to wait that he actually lands. Do you think he will? That is no collision. The problem is that when I will reach the land, by the way, I can slide myself down a bit if I want. I can slide me down like 100 meters or 1 kilometer or 500 meters or 200, I don't know how much I need. Okay, now the color starts to be the color of the guy starts to be fine, so we are no more into space. Okay, the world starts to appear below us. Now when I touch the land, okay, I thought it was starting it again. Okay, we are back to where we should be. Yeah, nice. Well, we had our small travel into space, which I think it was nice anyway, so I think it was a nice thing. Now I don't remember what I was testing. Ah yes, I wanted to test the instance. We can do it here as well though, because in which instance am I now? If I do /pause... Now here I'm reading instance 0, I think. Yes, here I'm reading instance 0, because this is the main world. The main world is instance 0. So now I really need to go into this guild house. There's no way. So let me enter here. And now I'm inside of this, which by the way we should make way bigger because it's too small. Now I click on this X on the ground, right? And I do /pause. Now when I do /info. When I do /info, we should go in debug mode, yes. So let me see what the hell is going on. So this should be valid, this should be valid, this should be valid. Word instance is 0. Fuck. Okay, then it's not loaded. I understand. Okay, so the problem is not that we are not printing it right. The problem is that we are not loading word instance into the item when the item is loaded into the guild house. Okay. Fine, so probably there was another place that I commented out at that time before we created the guild houses. Where do I find this? Where do I find this? Well, it's pretty simple. It's inside our item loading mechanism. So if I go into repopulate items, which is here, right? And this one is going into load item, right? And this one is going into PSI. Yeah, I have to go manually because Visual Studio is too stupid. But if I go into PS item load, So when the PS item load, why didn't go there? PS item load. Yes. Yes. So here we should have the loading of the position. There it is. Retrieve location in the world if not in inventory or container. Get raw ID, location in parent, character owner, parented item, instance ID, instance, instance. Get lock instance. Actually, we get it from lock instance. We get it from lock instance. This is strange, huh? The object is in 97, I mean, I'm sure. Is this one? Is this one? And is in 97. I mean, there is no way. Is this one? Is in sector 8, which is the guild house. So, he has the instance set properly in the database. Now, why it is not load? I mean, this instance, where is this instance going? So here we get it right, because we get it from the database. Then, what we do? Then we do item position equal to load item position. What the fuck is this code, by the way? What is this item position? Where do we use this? Load item position. What is this load item position? Is something I made? Spawn manager. It's empty. It's doing nothing. I don't understand. There is a leftover. Ah, no, it's doing nothing. It's loading these variables like this. Okay, it's loading the variables like this. Okay. So actually this item position will be valid. Okay, but then what do we do with this item position? Nothing, because this item position, is this item position a variable of, no, is, we send it back. We send it back to the load. But then we don't use it. GG. Okay, load position. Load the position information to be used in spawn actor. Yeah, but the problem is that we are not setting it on the item. All of this is nice, okay, I understand. We load it because we needed to load it. Maybe I should put this, I should say return back the item position to be used by the calling method, the calling function. Okay, so that is, but here you see this set location in world, which is actually commented out. Now it is not doing anything, because the sector, yeah, so we need to do it here. We need to do it here, boys. That's what we need to do. We need to do world instance. We need to do world instance equal to instance. And this is basically the same as those two lines in the past. In inventory they have no location. Setting the location to 000. They still need that. That's a good question. Well, we said that when we are in inventory, we want to have the location to null. But okay, I think this thing will fix our problem. Okay, I think that will fix our problem. and we can test it right away. Do you want to stop debugging? Yes. It's 7 p.m. Okay, succeeded. You know what? I will not even launch it in debug mode. I'm so convinced that it will work that I will just launch it normally without debug. By the way, I think we should do the same with the player. When we load the player, do we set world instance anywhere? I'm not that sure. When we load, so in PS character CPP, there should be a similar function which is called load. I think no, it's in character loader. I always search this function, I never find it. I'm always arriving here and say, hey, why there is no load? Oh, no, load is here. Isn't this in character loader? No, huh? Okay, I remember wrong. So here, are we loading the position of the player? So in this code block, there should be world instance. Actually, kind of there is, but there is not. No, but we have the same problem with the player. Eh? We have the same problem with the player. Even if my /pause was working, probably because I had it in the because I set it when I teleport. But actually, when the player is loaded, we have the same problem. We have the same problem, boys. We have it so which is exactly this line. So what we need to do, we need to say that world instance is equal to this thing, because all the other values, which are the sector, the x, y, and z, and the rotation, no, but so the x, y, and z for sure. Because I've said it before. Yeah, I said it before. It's fine. Don't panic. I think this one is okay. This one is totally fine. I think anyway, if I stream in the afternoon, we have different people watching. Or not. Civilization 5. I play Civilization 5 a lot. I don't know if you played Civilization 5, but it's a very good game. It's a bit old now, but it's a very, very good game. Now, there is Civilization 6, which, by the way, I think I own, because I got it on the Epic thing. But I never installed it. I think I played only the 5, right? I think I played the 5 because I had it on Steam. But the 6 I didn't play. It's one of those relaxing games, you know. It's like doing a puzzle, but I mean, programming is also like doing a puzzle, but okay. So we are back. We are back here now. My position, I assume is 0. I mean, the instance should be 0, right? Ah, the instance is 97 now. Okay. Yeah, so it's 97 because I know why. Because now we loaded it from the database, and then which is actually was actually 97, and then when we do the safe location teleport, because we were falling down, we are not changing the instance, right? Because actually I think that our safe location, that's a problem though, our safe location is not considering the instance. That's kind of interesting. There is something I have to think about. The safe location is only coordinates. But you know what? I think the safe location should always go to instance 0. If I search safe location, new sector safe location, get safe location by sector. Yeah, that is when we fall down, but I think we should assume that we go back to the sector with the instance 0. I think will be the best. It's searching a lot, but I know that there is one instance of that, and it should be, I don't know where is it, but it should be Orange Spawn Manager. Oh well, this is just spawning if the player new position, cache manager, spawn the player actor in the game. Fails to spawn a player with spawn actor. Player at finding alternative spawn points. Okay. Yeah, the problem is that we are spawning XYZ. It is a bit of a mess. there is a bit of a mess, because here there is a kind of a failover mechanism. If when we load into the game we fail to spawn because there is some collision or whatever, and so we get the safe location by sector, and we then load. The problem is that we will be on the wrong instance if we will be on the wrong instance. Now, do we care to be, the question is, do we care to be in the wrong instance? Do we care to be in the wrong instance? Well, we cannot care, because then when we drop an item, yeah, we absolutely care. Because then when we drop an item, it will think that I'm in another instance. So yeah, the instance should absolutely be corrected all the time. If it's not corrected all the time, we are fucked. So I think that when we do this kind of failover, we should also reset the instance to 0. The problem is that we are doing it after this. So first we spawn, and then you see we go and load in the character data. And there is a kind of an issue. There is a big issue. So how do I do it? Well, I can detect this, you know, I can do, I could set an instance here, you know, I could have my instance variable here, you know, which originally is 0, right? Originally is 0, and or originally is -1. I don't know. Originally is -1, and in case we cannot spawn the actor in the position where he is, and we are resetting the position, then here I will say instance equal to 0, and I will just say we assume that the failover, no, not call it failover, the safe location is in the main world, so we set the instance to 0. The instance to 0. Hello. Something happened. Hello. Someone followed, or Guskinjaya. Hey, welcome, man. Thank you for the follow. I guess it was a follow. I don't know, because I don't have it open here. So yes, it was a follow. Thank you and welcome. Hello. Oh, you are on Twitch. Nice. So what we are doing here, man, is to why you say I'm Italian? Is my accent? Yes. Yes, I'm Italian. How did you find out so quickly? You find out immediately, huh? Immediately. We spoke before? Okay. Like you were in the channel already? Maybe. Okay, so when we get the safe location, we assume that the safe location is in the main world, and so we set the instance to 0. So now what I want to do down here is a kind of a check that says, because during the load now we are setting the world instance, right? Because we just did it together 1 second ago. So we don't remember where, but somewhere here in this long list of here, we do it here. Now, after this, we say if we had to reset the instance to the main world due to spawning issues, then don't use the database. Don't use the database instance value, but 0. So here we can just say if our instance is equal to, no, is different than -1, which is the value that we have set, then your grandma is Italian, huh? You see, Italians are everywhere. So in this case, we want to. Should I get spawn character data res load spawning character? I think we are going to set. I think it's like this. Okay. So get data item. No, it's not an item. So no. Word instance. GG. It's just word instance equal to 0. It's just like this. So in case we have an issue and we are going to a safe location, then we set the word instance to 0. Now we have another place in the code. Hello, Pancake. Now we have another place in the code where this is happening. And that other place in the code is when I fall down, right? So there should be another place where I get the get safe location by sector. For sure there must be another place. It's just that Visual Studio has to find it. It's not here. You see, when this happens, it's so funny. So there is another place, but Visual Studio cannot find it. Visual Studio cannot find it. That is so stupid. You managed to make AK animation, grenades, and AK can now fire bullets. Nice. Do you have a video of it? Post a video on YouTube and show us. So get safe location. So there is another place, and he's actually in the fallback of the player. So I'm pretty sure he's inside. I'm pretty sure he's inside PS Car. It should be inside PS Character, no? Come on, where is the fallback? Is in character movement. You know what? Look at this. Look at this! Search, finding files, PS Unreal source, find this, find all. 1 second, he finds it. I'm not using this. Okay. So I'm not using this function when the player is falling. Is strange. I should. Ah, no, I use this thing. Okay, I use another. Okay. So I decided to use this. I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. So we have two ways, you know. So let's assume that we are in a level, right? We are in a level and our player, which is this guy, is falling below the surface of the world for whatever reason. Now there is a function in Unreal that allows you to catch that, which is this one, fell out of the world, and you can set a threshold, whatever. But anyway, I think I set it to like 1,000 meters below ground, something like that. I don't know, but it goes here. Now, when this happens, I decided to have the player reset to the original location where his race is spawning. Okay, so it's the basic spawn for the race. While I think that we may decide to use a safe location in the sector. So I think that here I will have a you fix me, which is should we use instead get save location sector, because I mean at the moment no, because it's messing up with my tests because I don't have this data properly filled up, but I think we should. And then in any case after this, you know, I should set my world instance to be equal to 0. So we assume, that we can say we assume that the safe location is in main world. So instance 0, right? There is a requirement, because if we don't do this, we will have the play like now. I think if I'm saving the character, unfortunately, it will be in instance 97, and that's a big issue. Why is it a big issue? Because it thinks that it's inside a guild house, and thinking is inside a guild house. If I do a refresh here, you see? So at the moment he's thinking he's inside a guild house, and this means that if he drops an item, that item will not go into the main world, but that item will go into the guild house, which is completely wrong. So where is the link? I don't think you can post links, but I can, so let me check. Post the link without the YouTube thing. So post the link like only from the V down, only the parameters. You talk in the video, so it's cringe. I can shut down the. I can remove the audio, but post it post the URL, like if it is the URL, I don't know, this is the URL of a video, there is a URL of a video. So give me only this. Paste in the chat only this piece. Like watch v blah 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 blah. So I can go into it. Otherwise you cannot, because you cannot post links in the chat by default. You know? Yeah, the URL, but only the last piece of the URL. Otherwise, it will be stopped by the spam filter or whatever. Stopperino, spalmetterino. Okay, so we did this. So we did this and this. Okay, good. Let's recompile it. Let's recompile it and restart it again. So I lost track of what we wanted to see. So we want to see that that is 0, and we want to see that the item is correct on 97 when we are inside the guildhouse, right? Okay. And then I want to fix so I think we can say that this one is done. Huh? We can say that this one is done, and this one is done, and this one is done. The one that we are missing is this one. I got this music. I think I like the markers more. No! You cannot go back more. No! But I can color it like this. Okay, we are safe. Okay, let me log in. Now, we are still in ID 97. But what I will do... Oh my god, this song! Let's keep this song. What is it? I will remove it. What the hell is this song? I will remove it from the list. Is Dark Souls 3 214 Demon Prince. Dark Souls 3 214 Demon Prince. Okay, this one we freaking remove it because it's annoying. It's annoying. Okay, melare. Sorry, okay, so now if I do /pause, I think unfortunately it will still be 97, but the reason is that he loaded it from the database, right? 97. Now if I slide myself down, so if I do a slide me down 100, and then I fall down into the world. By the way, there is a piece of something here, I don't know why. And I get reset. Now my position, okay, fine, will be 0. Okay, so now this is working properly. Now it is working properly. Okay, so now let's go where we wanted to go. Let's go. Mistakes were made. I should not jump unless strictly necessary. Okay, so I should go here and I enter into the guildhouse. Boom. Now I'm in the guildhouse. I do /pause and I see myself in 97. Perfect. Now I go down the guildhouse, which is an incredible tunnel, and I see my item. Now on my item I do /info. Fuck, instant 0. Why instant 0? Maybe because like this. Wait. No. Let's pick it up. No. Wait. Let's pick it up. Why I cannot pick it up? What happened? Hello? Server crashed? I think the server crashed. Fuck. Something bad happened. But it's good if the server is crashing, because it means that we find bugs, you know, so, and it's exactly what we want. So we want to crash, we don't want the players to crash, we want to crash before the player uses it, so... Wow, something weird happened. We had a problem with the... We were trying to add this to our inventory. So we were trying to add this to our inventory and combining the stack with something they already have, but then something really fucked up. I don't know what, but something really fucked up. But I don't understand why that item was saying 0. Was saying instant 0? It's impossible. It's impossible, my friend. By the way, the item is this one. Is 2561. And is in instance 97. Okay, so now I think I'm going to debug because there is something fishy and I don't like it. So let's start the server in debug mode. Okay, here it is. Where is it? I don't see any links. Did you post a link or something? Plan shift. Shift live. Did you post any links or I don't see it. I don't see it. Here it is. You say here it is, but then it's not there. It's not there. Now I want to check. Well, we could also check if our word item is getting, word instance is getting set when we are loading this, huh? Check stackable. No, check stackable. Check same instance of the world. I think it was getting fucked up by the fact that the item was in instance 0 and we were in instance 97 and we were trying to pick it up, so for some reason it was not possible for him to pick up cross instance. I don't know, I have a feeling like that, you know, that was messed up by the... Try with the name of the video. What do you mean? I mean, you should post something like v equal to blah blah blah, whatever, or watch v something. If you don't give me, I'm not receiving anything. So you see, I'm not receiving anything. So you're still posting a URL, and it's probably getting filtered out. So your message is getting removed by by YouTube chat. Fuck, I got it in time this time. Okay, we are entering here, but entering we say is fine, so we don't care about entering. Entering is okay, so we know that we can enter fine into the guild house. We know that we can enter fine. What I want to see is this freaking item. Instance 0. What the hell? Instance 0. No, here there is something else that is getting into our way. Here there is something else. That is getting into our way. So what you should post, is this. Look, just post this into the chat. Okay. I just need this ID, which is the ID of the video. Like FFZ, whatever, and you find it in the URL. But don't post the whole URL because you cannot post the whole URL. I can try with the name, yes. Someone else found it, I guess. Someone else found it. Ah, case shooting. Do you want the voice or no?
No.
You don't want the voice, huh? There's a grenade. I see a grenade. See a grenade. I see an AK. I see an AK that you can look at as well. Yeah, we got it. Ah, you can shoot. Nice. You can shoot. And also the things go down. Very nice. The only issue is that you did it in Unity. But anyway, it's okay. The only issue is that you did it in Unity, but it's fine. Okay, so why this thing is freaking getting the wrong instance? Why? Tell me why. Load, stack count, result, parsite, log speed, open log, Okay, so at a certain point here we said, yes, word instance equal to instance, right? So I want to have here a breakpoint and see why is not setting this. Retrieve location in Word if not in inventory or container. Yes, exactly. This is not in inventory and container, so I should enter here. If not, item sector. No, but this error we don't get. So I should go through here. For sure it goes through here. For sure. For sure it goes through this. For sure. I don't know. I have no idea why it's not going through that. You didn't try Unreal, huh? Yeah, but I was saying that for an FPS, I think that Unreal is pretty powerful for an FPS, because it's been made for FPS. The whole thing has been made for FPS, so Okay, let's have the server load, which is fine. Then we launch our client. Then we go there, and then we check why the hell. Then we check why the hell we are not in the right instance. And we check why the hell we are not going to the right instance. And by the way, I think in about 10 minutes I have to stop streaming for dinner, but I think it's been good. We did 4 hours. We did about 4 hours, yeah, 3 hours and a half or something. So I think it's been a good stream. It's incredible that I can stream from the seaside with a bandwidth which is, I mean, not amazing, but still good enough. If you can see, the stream quality is good. 13% CPU, 30 FPS, no dropped frames, 2.7 upload. Perfect. Exactly what we needed, boys. Exactly what we needed. Okay, so let's go back. I know that would be nice to spawn directly where I need to go, right? Yeah, no. Maybe I can change the spawn location, so speed up a bit this walking through all the time. But so now that I click here, I want to enable this, okay? Because this will load the thing. Exactly. Instance 97. So it says 97. It's setting it to 97. So why then you say it is not 97? Are you changing it below here? Are you changing it? If I go down here, did you change world instance? No, it's still 97. It's still 97, so what the hell? So on loading, the instance of this item is 97, right? When it does the load. Now the problem could be after this load. So after the item is loaded, do we do any weird thing on the item? But I don't think so. We do just repopulate. So we are in. We are here. We do repopulate guild items, right? Repopulate guild items is doing. We can go into it. We can check it. We can check. It is here. Is here. So is calling the load here, and load the position information to be used in the spawn actor. This load pose, what is it? This load pose. I'm a bit scared that this load pose includes also the instance. No? Yes, includes also the instance. And so maybe we are modifying it later on. Okay, so let's set. Well, this is fine. It's fine. There's no problem. So let's set the instance also. But it's set already because it's saying it's taking instance. So it's 97. So it's 97 also inside load pose. For sure. For sure. So what happens next? What happens next? What happens next? So after that, So we are here. We get this item position. Load post should be loaded fine, okay? So don't worry about that. So now we get item posts, and we do a create item. Where maybe it's in create item then that I fuck up. Maybe it's inside create item that I fuck up the instance. This must be a place, you know, for sure there is a place where I fuck up the instance. So in create item, we get, oh, come on, create item in PSI, create item in entity manager, yes, in entity manager. Okay, item instance. Instance is this one. Okay, we have instance there. Now, I don't think here we are setting anything about the instance. Associate a logical item to the PS item actor. Item instance, but item instance, I got it from there, yes. No, I'm not changing it here. I'm not changing the position in any way here. So man, I really don't get it. I don't get where the hell I'm messing up. I don't get it. Okay, so let's try to see. Okay, let me do something which is probably better. Let me delete the two other items. So we only have one item in we only have one item in instance 97. So there is no possibility we have no possibility of failure here. So let me start again the server. You are working on 2 hours and can make an attack? No, but 2 hours in programming terms is not much. I spent like 4 days trying to have the freaking character move the way I want, and it still is not working as I want. So sometimes, you know, sometimes I mean, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Unfortunately, I need to go, boys. I need to go. I want to do this test, but I need to go. And it's a problem. And it's a big problem. Oh, I need to go. Okay, I will test it offline and let you know how it goes, but unfortunately my time is over for today. So I would say thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon, maybe tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow not, but the next day, yes. I will try to stream again. I enjoy streaming and I think we make good progress. So basically what we did today Let me stop the music 1 second. What we did today was to complete this part and be sure it was fine. Complete this part and be sure it was fine, and this part and this part. So we actually did pretty good progress. We still have some issue with this instance ID not getting set properly, but I would say we did good progress today, and so it was a good day. I mean, a good afternoon. Okay. With that said, I think I'm gonna go, and so I would say bye bye to you, and let me put on some plane shift music, and yeah, and say goodbye.